Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, everybody. It's Friday. I don't know who all we have on. It's gonna be we're smoking big sticks tonight, everybody. This is the way it's gonna work. Hey, everybody out there. How is everybody doing? We got quite a few things on the docket tonight. A couple things that we've got going is we got a guest on. We got a guest tonight. We'll get to the guest in a second, but in the meantime, we're going to have that day in history. We got several box openings, so I'm pretty excited about that. So that's going to be fun, and we're gonna get into it. We got some people over from Reddit, I think, are going to be joining us tonight. I'm pretty excited about that. That I think is going to be. I'm smoking the what is this? The Maduro HC Black. So this is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm excited. Let's see. Do we have anything else going on? We, of course, are going to have drinking. Here's another thing. For all you that are new to the show, you're going to see a lot of people doing something like exclamation point 10s, ask, exclamation point ask, things like that. In a second, we're going to have our system is going to start up, and you're going to get an opportunity to play and have some 10s. You're going to get a chance to basically build up your 10 count, so that way when we have giveaways, if you want to buy something, there's a lot of things involved with it. So don't get overwhelmed. Watch a lot, hang out a lot, and it'll go pretty smoothly for you. So I'm excited. Let's see who all we've got in the house tonight. Oh, we've got the usual suspects, of course. So the usual suspects are there.
Phil Rivera, pipe maker extraordinaire.
Good old Phil Rivera, pipe maker extraordinaire.
Oh no, it isn't. Oh, it can't be. Say the name. Boris.
Boris is in the house.
Who's here? Welcome to the dark side.
Anybody else, mister?
After you roofie the first 3 or 4.
You don't want to get mixed up with a guy like me.
You don't want to.
I'm a loner. A rebel.
Am I getting lit? I'm getting lit. I need one of those torch lighters, Donald. That's what I need. I'm mostly lit. This sucker's huge. Somebody said that, didn't they? Let's see what else we have. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But I'd like to, welcome aboard again. We have a special guest on. This is a friend of mine, a good pal, somebody that has been with me for many, many years through thick and thin. And that's my buddy Derek. Derek, welcome aboard, pal.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. I'm excited to sit here in your garage and smoke some cigars and see what kind of shenanigans we can get into.
Hey, how's he sounding?
So, Martin and I have known each other since we were in grade school. We grew up together. Our boys play baseball together now. I have for about 20 years, I've been in the restaurant industry, and since COVID, I have since switched, and now I'm a roofing salesman and project manager. So that's quite a big change. But other than that, just loving life and thankful to be here.
Hey, I mean, first off, the fact that he did inspect my roof. He got up there and thoroughly inspected my roof. All's well. At least to the point where he didn't think my insurance would cover it. So
getting really sick of guys named Todd.
So this is the portion of the show where some of those that have been in the show for a fairly long time or have watched the show for a fairly long time have their own sound bites. And we try to be creative with them. We try to give them some what they want. Yeah. One thing you can do, if you have a hard time following the chat, is you could probably pull this up on your phone and then you can, in case somebody drops a chat for you or something like that.
That's a good idea.
You can.
I don't want to subscribe to this channel though. So, is there a way I can watch the comments without subscribing?
I think you can watch. I don't know why the.
I don't want this in my YouTube history.
It's going to be in your YouTube history. I mean, it's just the way it works. I don't know why the system for some reason is still offline. So I think maybe it's working a second. I don't know. Donald Graham. I don't know where your soundbite is. I don't know. I don't even know where you are in this. So let's see who all we have in the house tonight.
And I apologize. I've already subscribed and watched the episodes.
He lied. Let's see. Who do we have in the house tonight? We've got the usual suspects. Todd is in first. Donald Graham's in the house. Welcome aboard. Let my Camaro. I keep wanting to say Camaros. Not Camaro. Cameron, go. Let's see. Ron Hardcrackers. Yes, sir. Welcome aboard. I hope the stream. I hope it comes online at some point. I'm wondering if I need to turn it off or turn it back on, or.
I think I'm watching the stream on my phone.
Well, you're watching, so that we have the system that helps people accrue tins.
I see.
It is offline for some reason, and I don't know. Oh, there we go. Online. Now we're online. Now we're there. See, now this red, so it's like the we're live button right here. This red button.
Okay.
Stream live. So there's a moment in time where we end up having to do shots.
Apparently it's going to be 17 of them according to the chat.
This is not the malfunction. This is not the malfunction, Donald Hughes. This is actually everything's just fine, Donald.
This is as good as it gets.
This is as good as it gets. I mean, this is how it works, and so we do it. So all right. So the tradition is, did the wife bring any shot glasses in?
No.
Oh, do you have my wife's number?
Yes.
Text my wife.
I don't.
You don't have my wife's number?
Her on Facebook.
How do you have?
We private message every now and
you know
then.
what I can do? I can do it on my phone. That's how I radio into the wife.
All right, Dick Tracy, calm down.
I mean, we're high tech over here, everybody. We're high tech. Can I have 2 shot glasses, please? Question mark. $500 says she brings a third, just so that way she doesn't miss out.
I'm also glad you use proper punctuation when you talk to your watch to tell your wife to bring shot glasses to the show.
Well, because it doesn't do that, it doesn't recognize that you need that punctuation. Don't forget the ice, watch my pipe says. Thank you. I'm going to see if I can shove this thing into a pipe.
It's a family show, sir.
This is PG
PG plus
PG 28
PG.
It's PG, like, it's ridiculous. Thanks, watch my pipe. I appreciate it. Oh, Todd said the new microphone sounds good.
All right, well, great.
Let's see what she did. Oh, look at her.
Do you know who I am? I'm kind of a big deal.
She only brought 2.
People know me.
She did only bring 2.
You have to share.
I was wondering if you were going to end up bringing one for yourself.
I already one set aside for me. I said I'll take it. I'll go shrimp one. So I'll be back.
She'll be back. She'll be back.
Ask you a few questions.
What is the drink tonight? We've got some rum and Coke, as well as we're going to try and finish this off. If we finish this off too early, about every 15 minutes they get to buy us a shot. Okay. And so
Well, I only drink Everclear as a shot, so
I only drink kerosene. I don't drink anything with flavor or
no.
It's got to be something.
Just give me ethanol.
In fact, you should see when I fill up my car. It's amazing. It's one for my homies.
It's like going to the bar and the gas station at the same time.
I get so many questions over the microphone. Sir, you can't put your face there, sir. Sir. Oh, did you bring yourself a shot glass too this time?
I did.
Oh, okay. I'll let you.
Back on your side.
Well, I mean, there's not a lot to crash, but you know, you can crash away. I need some more boot. That's so sweet of you. People don't want to see that
Do you
kind
need
of.
me to go to liquor store?
It's not that.
Before I have a shop?
Probably.
Okay, then leave this here.
Okay, I'll leave that there. Apparently, we're gonna drink tonight, which is fine. Looks like.
What do you already grab?
Probably the same thing. It's good. I like it. I think it's yummy.
Yeah, it was good. Last time I was over here and you let me try it, it was good. It's good tequila.
Just gonna put hers in there anyways. So we do a little shake.
Do you me buy you a proper shaker?
No, well, look, we have an actual shaker, but the thing is that it doesn't stay cold, so the ice melts at a ridiculous rate. And like if you at least stick it in like a Yeti tumbler, it lasts for a while.
Thank God for that Yeti technology.
Shut up. So glad it fuels my addiction.
Thank you, sir.
These are the glasses that we got from the lovely Sue Jones. Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
This will be the first time Derek takes tequila without a lime and salt and a bunch of regret.
Yep.
Woo!
Smooth.
Super smooth, super good.
Smooth as
delicious stuff. But again, yes, we got 39 in the house tonight. So
wow,
glad.
good.
Who did I miss? Did I miss anybody? I'm not sure if I missed anybody. We'll
Better
let
give everybody a shout out.
everybody shout out. I mean, there's so many. JS, NC Piper, Nelly. Show your insanity? Everybody's got very, very creative names. Mike from Briar Blues. Welcome to the dark side. Let's see. Watch My Pipe. Hello. Alec LaHue. Welcome aboard. I mean, look, I'm so excited to have everybody on here. Now let's get into the program. This is jazzy. Who should I God, who do I pick for this? You know what? I know who to pick for this. I got the guy. TJ Miller. It's TJ Miller's birthday today. Born in Denver, Colorado. He's 39 years old today. Stars as the loudmouth Erlich Bachman on the HBO series Silicon Valley. He has also appeared in such films as Cloverfield, Transformers: Age of Extinction, and Deadpool. In 2014, he voiced the character Fred in the Disney film Big Hero 6. He was the bartender in Deadpool.
Yeah, he also went crazy and lost his mind and got fired.
God.
So that's a fun fact.
Like what did he get fired for?
He got fired from Silicon Valley. He got fired for, I think, nobody wanted to work with him. So I'm not sure exactly.
I mean, like, he wasn't like some kind of A-star
if I'm not
actor.
mistaken, he got in an accident and had head trauma. And this is serious. And so it changed his personality. And he just kind of went off the rails. Sorry, I didn't make this dark.
God. All right. Let's keep the show moving, everybody. So he was
trying to do my best Ed McMahon and just chime in there for you. He played, let's see, he was a member of the comedy group Recess during his college years at George Washington University. He played the role of helpful Stainer, who gave advice to his friends with girl issues in the film She's Out of My League. That's probably one that I just fortunately missed. I think it's probably a good thing I wasn't there. His sister Morgan is also a comedian. He got engaged to Kate Gorney 2014. They married in September 2015. It'll divorce at some point. Also on this day, okay? So on this day, Kurt Cobain was arrested after a dispute at his house in Seattle. The disagreement allegedly concerned the Nirvana's guitarist collection of firearms. Wow, that's you said I went dark with it. I think you just set a new precedent.
Look,
that's not where I expected this show to go.
Here's the thing, like, of all
the rails early,
of all the things that he could have gotten in trouble for, was firearms. What I mean, like, I'm just curious if anybody would have a clue what firearms Kurt Cobain has.
We know he had a shotgun.
Well,
Welcome to the 21st century, Buck Rogers.
Sorry.
I couldn't find a soundbite fast enough for the dread on that. This is what I should have played.
You might just want to keep that one on dial up.
Funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
God. All right. Oh, let's see. Let's keep the music going. Also on this day, Jeff Buckley's body was discovered floating in the Mississippi River. Buckley had disappeared when swimming on May 29th in Wolf River Harbor while wearing boots, all of his clothing, and singing the chorus of Whole Lotta Love by Led Zeppelin.
Wow. I did not. Well, you know what? I learned something today because I did not know that was how Jeff Buckley died.
Oh, shut up. Who put the crickets up? Donald. Shut up, Donald. Jeez.
So more in classic rock murder stories.
I mean, it's just like, it's tough. Like a roadie in Buckley's band had remained on shore after moving a radio and guitar out of reach of the wake from a passing tugboat. He looked up to see that Buckley had vanished.
Wow.
I mean,
it's pretty.
Did nobody say, "Hey, did you push him?"
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
I mean, like, hold on. He was a roadie. Was like, you know, where does it say? Yeah. After moving a radio and guitar out of reach of the wake from a passing tugboat. So this means he's on the shore. The roadie's on the at least like
that's why you always
the bank.
That's why you always pay your roadies well.
So,
if not, they're gonna push him in the river.
I shoved him. I pushed him hard, and he ended up not in my vision later. For some reason, well, sir, did you look for him? I looked. He wasn't there.
Yeah, he's gone.
He was gone.
He's gone. God. Sorry, officer. I didn't see him. But I got this brand new guitar.
I'm not quite sure what that was floating there. Thought it was a log, officer. Saw a beaver dragging it. Could have been a cougar. I don't know. God. Also on this day in 1934, following severe droughts lasting from the mid-1920s, which caused large areas of farming land to turn into a giant dust bowl, mainly in the Great Plains region of the Midwest, farmers were leaving the land, and FDR provided drought relief as part of his New Deal policies and other badly affected areas with major unemployment. There was a lot of unemployment going on.
Is this called the uplifting facts section of the show?
This is the worst.
Because you are just dragging it down. Now we're talking about the Dust Bowl.
Did somebody come out here? Somebody come out here that's like, no. Is anybody out here? I heard the door open and close.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They left when you started talking about the Great Depression.
This was the Dust Bowl of 1934. Thank you. I you know, I don't know what's happening. Also on this day in 2009, famed B-movie and kung fu actor David Carradine was found dead in his Bangkok hotel while filming a movie. I don't know how I did this portion. I mean, we went from TJ Miller, who apparently is a scumbag, all the way down through a whole list of degenerates.
I will say, I love David Carradine. I know he didn't leave the earth in the best fashion, but I loved all of his movies. I loved Kung Fu. My stepfather and I would watch it together. Fun fact, my stepfather looked a little bit like David Carradine. He had the bald head and the mullet going on, long hair.
I thought you were going to say he had a habit of tying ropes around his neck.
How dare you? How dare you besmirch the honor of my stepfather.
The honor of your household. So sorry. By the way, he was a really cool guy too. I really liked him.
Thank you.
He was a really, really cool guy. So yeah, so that was that segment. That was the
what
darkest,
celebrity died this day?
It's supposed to be it's actually supposed to be a pleasant set of segments.
I picked the wrong Friday to be here.
Let my Cameron Camaro. You're gonna change the Camaro, pal. I can't say your name right. Let my Cameron go. Good Lord, Martin. This is Let Her Rip Friday, the Gravestone edition.
Next, we're going to have an animal sacrifice.
It's like Serrano
Just
from
to keep it going.
Serrano from Major League.
Yeah.
We got to sacrifice a live chicken to get this show on the road.
That's a deep cut.
Somebody bring some KFC in here. You know,
Don't joke about KFC. I could eat some KFC right now.
we had pizza. Oh, that was pretty.
It was good pizza. It was good pizza.
I mean, like, I'm not big on gourmet pizza. Like, that's just not my thing. I feel like this by the way is getting the biggest. You know what?
I thought it was a big hit.
The pizza or like the
25 celebrities' deaths we talked about just a few minutes ago.
Just the most depressing segment. You know what? Forget this. Let's get into let's tickle that little funny bone. Golly, we got drop frames like crazy. I hope that clears up. Son of a gun. 1137, 1.8% drop frames. That's quite a bit. I wonder if the frames are dropping when we're swapping out because, well, it might not be. I don't know. It doesn't seem that drop. I mean, our upload is good. I don't know the problem. The upload is good. Maybe let's see. If I go to you, is it bad? No. Maybe it was early. Maybe actually, Martin, if you were on any pizza, it would be big.
Wow. You just get trashed by your trash in the chat all night.
Just like it's the nicest group of people that have ever lived. Let's see. How this is a major question. This is something I was gonna actually I'm not gonna do those. I've got a whole separate one tonight that I forgot to print out. No, I printed it out and it's on the printer. All right, so back to the jokes I originally did. How do you tell if a vampire is sick? How do you tell if a vampire is sick?
Oh, I don't know.
By how much he's coughing.
Oh, so we're doing those kind of jokes. I was going way darker with that one. So now I know what level I need to be at to answer these questions.
Oh, shut up. So again in the chat, what you can do is you can if you want to, and I'll throw it up there in the chat real quick. ! Shop is going to show you all the things that you can purchase with your tins. Hey, if you are somebody from Reddit, if you are somebody from Reddit, feel free to put a big thumbs up there in the chat because I'd like to see who has hopped over here from Reddit. Oh, we've got another special guest coming in. All right, you got to pick what you want to do. Is it the box opening or that? He's got the best music too. Like it makes me so angry how he has the best music. All right, what did I do with the box? Here's the box. Oh, we have a malfunction. We have a malfunction here.
The box is right there.
All right, here's the box.
And there's something cool that I want to
All right.
So y'all don't have table, right?
All right, come stand right here.
Oh,
There
whoopsies.
you go.
Sorry, I accidentally hit the light. So we have a stress ball I made, and it changes color.
Don't no, I'm good. Oh yeah, show them. Feel free. But that explodes all over my equipment. Long and happy. Mike, all the. All right, let's see what.
Why do we have so much packing people?
Mike, what is this? All right, now this is
Oh, it's a fire.
Ooh, that's an old fashioned. Oh, another hot rod old fashioned.
Mike,
Goodness gracious, Mike.
Mike from Briar Blues,
And
you know
another-
me too much.
He knows you too much.
Mike, you know me way
He knows
too
it.
much.
Oh God. He knows you. He knows you too much. All right.
Packing
All right.
peanuts.
Let's unwrap these real quick so we can show these off to everybody. Here, you gotta stay. Right, wait. Because that's where the focus is. Otherwise, it gets out of focus. First car. You know what this is?
I'm excited.
I like how Mike puts it in. Keeps it from getting a bunch of dust in it. Ooh.
Oh, it's a convertible. Oh my god. We have a convertible right here.
I'm actually jealous.
No,
It's not every day you get a
So
Mercedes.
if you look very far down, you'll
I think I
see
might be
another
more jealous of the other
convertible.
car, though. I can kind of see it through the saran wrap a little
Oh
bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
It goes. I was gonna be like, how come y'all can't do this? Oh, this goes up. Then that goes down. Yeah, we've never had a convertible, so we, you know. Boom.
Now, I like the other one.
I like that way better. It does. There you go. Flat. Oh, I just got my finger. Drop down. There you go. Boom. All right, let's see. Mike.
This one has going doors.
We're not. All right, so we're gonna do that one last.
Oh, look how big this engine is. That thing is huge.
Oh my God. So he gave him a truck to put more cars in.
Wait, what? Oh my gosh. What the flip? Yo, wait. Hold up, more old fashioned. No, this is a mini one of this one. Mini one of this one. Look.
This is the one I like.
The big boy.
It's the beast. It's the beast. That one, I like that one. That one's cool.
Wait,
Here.
we can fit the convertible inside of here, I think.
We'll put that there.
Let's try and fit the convertible.
Alright, so then we got. Good Lord, how many cars?
Do I need?
So this is Mike from Briar Blues. He's already a super generous guy, funny dude, like just super nice.
Like what?
And he's like loading
I like
up.
the convertible.
Yeah, the convertible is your favorite so far?
Yeah.
Is it? Look at that. There you go.
Yeah.
That is the convertible. You like the mechanics of it. All right, so let's open up.
I like
This would be my favorite, Derek. I think you would agree.
Yeah. I think
It has
I
the
spied that
more
one through the saran
This
wrap.
one.
I think I know what it's going to be.
I like
This
the
one's my
trucks.
fault. I like the doors.
God, excuse me.
I like the doors.
You can't excuse yourself belching like that,
Excuse me.
Mike.
The doors on this.
Mike,
thing.
I don't know what you were in another life, but your saran wrapping skills are amazing.
Like, teach us how to do this, please.
Were you on a show? On narcotics?
No.
Narcos.
Oh, look how the
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
that one's
Look at that.
that one's money.
This is what? Look, there's a tire in the back. Yo! Yo, how do you get in this thing?
I mean, it's like
Look how high the doors are.
What car is that like?
Hot DeLorean time machine.
Sure is.
Da,
Your
da,
wheels
da,
turn?
da, da.
Oh, look, the steering wheel turns it.
Yeah.
Here, why don't you do it from the other side so you don't break the shifter?
Yo, that's
Thought you were about to say something else there.
I still like the convertible though.
All right. Hey, all right. So now you got to carry most of this back with you.
Most of it.
Yeah. You got to carry most of this back with you. Hey, do me a favor. Go check the printer. Take this with you. Go check the printer. Make sure you say thank you to Mike first.
Thank you, Mike, for bringing me all these cars. Yo, this will fall. The convertible
All right,
will fall.
I'll hold that. When you bring me the other papers on the printer, then I'll give you the rest. Maybe.
Now I'm on the other camera.
You are, but nobody sees it. Like, what did I do all this work for?
He doesn't turn the other camera on because he doesn't want anybody to know what's going on over here.
I mean, look, we got a reputation. Oh God. Oh, it started.
Oh, we still have to do the box opening.
That was the box opening.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Don't be greedy.
Oh, Patrick's in the house.
This is Patrick!
No, I'm not doing whippets or anything. Like, I have to actually clean
I was about
stuff.
to say, this podcast changed really fast. You told me it was about pipe tobacco and cigars.
So much pain. There's so much pain that we let out in this. All right, so. All right, let's.
Misrepresented the entire night.
I wonder if my wife is here.
And I didn't know we had to do shots every 10 minutes.
I mean, look, it's already 9:30. 30 minutes have already gone by in this show, pal. Like, this is how it flies.
Time flies.
Big time.
Time flies. We're talking about
So
dead
now,
celebrities.
like, how have you ever smoked a pipe before?
Yeah, I have. I believe you and I have smoked a pipe before, but it's probably been
A long time.
15 years, if not more.
Yeah, because I mean, I remember getting into it a long time ago. Of course, I mean,
I think we're listening to Led Zeppelin talk about Lord of the Rings, and we decided to start smoking some pipes.
That's not the pipe I was talking about. I was like a tobacco pipe.
No, Gandalf has a tobacco pipe.
I don't know. They call it Hobbit's weed.
Well, okay.
There's a reason
well,
he
you know,
gets,
okay,
he
I'll
gets
give
the
you
Hobbit
that one.
leaf.
I will give you that one. I never thought about it like that. So, way to ruin that for me.
I mean, there's a reason that you can only get good Hobbit's weed in that wonderful little fantasy
I thought
place.
they were smoking dandelion leaves in my brain. I didn't go to the other
There's
place.
no papers.
Oh, there was no papers up there. All right, that's fine. I appreciate it. There you go.
I like the color.
Say, oh, you gotta say bye to everybody. Let's
Bye. Bye. Bye.
That's so energetic.
Good night.
Good night. See you next Friday.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh God.
I like. Wait.
Thanks, Mike. We appreciate it. Huh? Boom. There you go. What are you doing? Really? You got to do this?
It's got to be live.
It's got to be live. It's like it never fails. It's like
That's cool. That's some cool mechanics
we
for
have some
a
major
car.
downtime. Always on the show. Thanks,
Sorry.
pal.
You're welcome.
Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
See you next Friday.
See you next Friday.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe, and turn on notifications.
Make sure you buy the merch.
Buy the merch. I don't know what merch, but there's no merch.
There's no merch.
Need to make merch.
There's no merch.
Merch is a Ross t-shirt.
Ross t-shirt. A Rose Lawn.
Rose lawn.
Rose lawn.
Boy, go to bed. Get out of here. I got your music playing. I can't believe I forgot those. They were so good.
What were they? What were you looking for?
I had some COVID jokes.
Wow. just gonna continue with the theme.
Well, I mean, like,
I'm really kind of disappointed because I wanted to hear these COVID jokes.
I mean, they were pretty. They're kind of rough.
Do you remember one? Do you have an idea? We can hear one.
You know, that's asking way too much of what we do on this program. I couldn't tell you that we had very much going, but you know, I'm glad we got the depressing music on here too. They were on there. Maybe I can get my wife to print them off my computer. Probably not. What was one of them? God, I mean, there was one. Oh, God. I don't know. Let's take our shot.
All right.
I'm going to think about it. Cheers.
Think about it.
Think about it. I mean, I know one of them was, Oh God, one of them was specific that they said, you can't. That it came out that, I guess that dogs couldn't spread it, or it was something stupid. It was like it says something like China let the dogs out. It's so freaking stupid. That's just like the one. There was actually a really, really funny one on there that I like. I mean, I spit up some coffee.
Who was the first person to get COVID?
That's my wife.
Batman.
Can you come out here? I need to give you the password to my work laptop so you can print out some jokes for me, please. Period. Gotta use punctuation.
Period. Sin.
Gotta use punctuation. Hey, what does everybody think of the new mic though? Like, how's he sounding? How's he sounding over here? Is he sounding good? Is he crisp? Is he clean? I'm probably not sounding great because I left the mic way over BF Egypt, wherever the heck that is. We got 50 in the house tonight. Wow. Again, big thumbs up if you are from the Reddit. Those guys are awesome. And shame on anybody that doesn't go over there and hang out with the folks from Reddit. It's a cigar pause. It is what it is. So, Derek, what do you think of that cigar over there?
It's a good cigar. What was the name of it? I threw away the wrapper. Sorry, I'm trying to see it. I can't.
Bugatti.
Bugatti? Yeah.
I think it was Bugatti.
Yeah, Bugatti.
Mike, you're a scoundrel, and that was super generous, and you made his day. And had I known you'd put so many cool things inside of party foul. If I'd known you'd put so many cool things in his package, I would have used it to bribe him to do homework over the summer, because I think that would have been worth the time and everything for it. Let's see if my wife comes out here. There was nothing on the printer, was there? I need you to.
Your daughter is a lost cause. She's at the bottom of the Mercedes. I did not know.
I need you to get on my work laptop. I don't know if I just showed my password to all of you.
Hey, somebody see if you can get a screen cap.
Get on there, and there should be like a couple pages of jokes on a Word doc. See if it's there, and print it out, please, because they're appropriate. They're appropriate for the times we live. They're.
You gotta have an appropriate shot.
Jesus.
God, man. Spousal abuse.
It's like,
get my shot ready, Martin.
Say my name
while I get your bad COVID-19 jokes.
God, I hope you don't get a paper cut while you're in there, lady. Here, maybe we should have limes. Squeeze one in there. All right. Oh, we also got another box opening that I'm pretty excited about, but we're going to do that towards the end. Everybody's wanting us to do shots like crazy. This is what happens. Like, you get in here and
I hope they do realize I don't live here.
Well, I mean, it's
I did not Uber here to your house from my house.
I mean, is it that far of a drive? I mean, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump, right?
It is a hop, skip, and a jump.
It's not like anybody told you, hey, why don't y'all move over here where you hang out with everybody and play baseball with everybody and soccer and.
Hey, I live where I live. I am who I am. I can't change that.
I think it's only your youngest that probably doesn't hang out with anybody from Cartersville.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's because Brittany she's anchored herself where you live by doing that. It was your wife. She's just, she's got an anchor baby.
Anchor baby. I was wondering where you're going.
She's got an anchor baby where you live, so that way
he's the next town over anchor baby, so we don't have to come back to this town anymore.
It's so I can't convince her to get y'all to move over here. That's her anchor baby.
Have you seen property prices nowadays? I'm not moving over here.
Well, I mean, I think that's almost everywhere nowadays.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is.
What
do they call it? A seller's market. It's definitely not a buyer's market.
It is not a buyer's market because I couldn't afford anything if I sold my house.
I mean,
which is a shame because my house is appreciated, but so is everything else.
well, I mean,
But I'm 15 minutes away. It's not the end of the world.
it's a
Yeah, like I live in the next
It's
state.
not that far. I mean, it's just like when you get it, it's like taking 316 to Athens. It's just like 20 is just desolate. There's just nothing.
But I just live halfway.
I know.
How many-
Right over the line.
Speaking of, tell everyone how many speeding tickets you've gotten on that road in your
I have
lifetime.
never. You're a liar. You're a despicable person. I don't know. I don't. First off, I don't get speeding tickets. Okay. I give police officers exercise.
Martin had an OJ type Suburban Bronco. I'm sorry, it was a Bronco.
I'm sorry. I had the glove to match.
It was
too.
an OJ Bronco that he would just blaze down this road. And every time we got to work, he'd go, "Oh man, I got pulled over today." Like he could not figure out where he should go slow and where he should go fast.
Why is Martin late 3 times this week?
It was all the time.
Look, they're targeting me. Is what it is. That's what it is. They're targeting me. Yes. Oh, were you able to find it? I printed it. Oh, the wife comes through. Let's see. Be right back, boys and girls, says JS. Butts 1111. Who is Butts 1111? I like that name. Oh, let's see. I want to tell a couple of these jokes because I thought these jokes were good. The wife would like a shot, I'm guessing.
Yes, then I need to do a bedtime.
And then she needs to do a bedtime. There you go. All right. Cheers. Cheers. We've been taking ours. All right. So, God, that's so good. I mean, this is like.
Oh, have you told everyone your secret drink?
The what is it called? What is it?
What? Cream soda? Is that what you're trying to get out?
That's what I was trying to say. I'm sorry.
I thought you had a stroke on the camera. Yeah, too many apparently.
Look, there's a lot going on up here. What is it? The lights are on, but nobody's home.
Yeah. I'm just worried about these COVID jokes.
So, all right. So, here's one of them. Now that I'm here, I don't even want to be here anymore. All right. Was this the first page or the second page? All right. Oh, here we go. What's the difference between Wuhan and Las Vegas? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Wow. That's pretty good.
I mean, like,
I'll give you that one.
Look, and again, no offense to any of those across the pond, Chinese, Asian, you name it. Again, these are just jokes. Lighten up. Kevin Tweener's like, this is the best joke he's ever told since he started this show. Let's see. All right, here's another one. Have you heard what happened with the Chinese lab? No, we're not gonna say that one. Never mind.
Wow.
Nope.
You should have proofread this first.
Some of these, like, they seemed okay when I first read them. It's like when you have that little phrase in your head, like, that you want to say out loud, and then, regrettably you didn't think about it hard enough, and it was one of those situations. So.
I know exactly what you mean.
All right, let's see. Where is it at? There's one that's just. There was one that was really good. This is where everybody gets annoyed because I'm like trying to find the right joke. Oh yeah, there's the dog one. The World Health Organization announced that dogs cannot contract COVID-19.
Okay, why is that?
Dogs previously held in quarantine can now be released. To be clear, who let the dogs out?
Wow. It's better than when you told it earlier.
Context is everything, people. Context is.
That was good.
Do you understand the
Don't
No,
nobody.
not really.
Let's see. But yeah, so let's all right, let's grab. I'm excited about this next one because this is going to be a major box opening that I'm really excited about. God, what music do I want on this one? Let's see if Little Man's got any good music. Does he have any good one? Does he have No, that's terrible. We're not. that makes him think of Kakashi Sensei from Naruto every time. So that's his thing. He loves
kind of jamming out to it.
This one's appropriate. I like this one. All right, this is the official box opening from. I have too many boxes. This is the official box opening from Old Hollywood Briar. Let me present you with the first. Hey, you got Prince Albert in a can? You better let him out. Look at that. I mean, I love just the artwork on it. Just so nice looking. Good detail. Look at that thing. Yeah, just antique tins. Old Hollywood Briar. And Old Hollywood Briar just bombed one of his Patreons with a major haul of tins. He buys lots of these antique tins, and they're so cool. Aha, here's number 2. And I got to figure out where to put these too. Ask what year Prince Albert? I don't know, Ben. That's a good question. Here's another one. I think these are from the same year. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell. I have no idea. That's number 2.
So it looks like the tax stamp is worn off. That would probably say the age of it.
I mean, Old Hollywood Briar, dude, you are legit, man. Thank you so much. That's so awesome. Oh my gosh, and a number. Look at these suckers. God, it's a mountain. This is number 3. Number 3. Wow. This is on February 1926. The act of February 1926. I don't know how far back that goes. Bureau Engraving and Printing. Yeah, I have no clue how old. Oh my god. There's another one. This guy's insane. This guy's crazy. He's gonna get me in so much trouble with my wife. We're over here trying to carbon date these tins. Like this is like, it's like when you give somebody like antique china or something like that, and they you know, they stick baby food in it and give it to their, like, you know, their little one. And the last one right here, 4 Prince Albert in cans. Look at these. Man. I love this. This stuff, this is freaking cool. I gotta figure out where to put it.
Yeah, it's very cool.
He's going right there next to Star Trek before Star Trek falls down. For now, that's where he's going. But yeah, that's crazy. Like, I don't know anything about where any of these come from, but these are like, these things are legit. You know what? Prince Albert in a can always makes me think of. Is it Stand By Me? Who had the joke with the Prince Albert in a can in the movie? God,
I don't know.
Stand By Me makes me think of Prince Albert in a can.
I have to ask my wife. That's her favorite movie. She's seen
The Green Mile makes me think of Prince Albert in a can. Just those old movies make me think of Prince Albert in a can. Like, it's one of the. I mean, it's just cool. It's just super cool. All right. On top of that, let's go ahead and let's see if he's got any other good music. I got a couple packages, real quick. My son has like the best music.
I would say,
like all his intro songs.
He
like,
should pick all of the. He should pick all the music.
All right. The wife got me a package of cigars.
Oh, nice.
This is what we've got. All right, so I've got a Monte Cristo Platinum, a Project 40, an Olivia G, a Rocky Patel, and a Romeo and Julieta Reserve, 1875. I mean, like, you know, can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that at all. Let's open up a. What we've gotten from the recent drops. Did everybody see my gym shorts? Because I'm like so dressed up here and like. Did everybody see the crap that I'm wearing? Look, it's for the show. It's for the show. Okay, it's just you know. Oh God, were you able to find anything on the 10 ages or anything?
No, I didn't dive deep.
Somebody probably knows that collects these regularly.
Oh yeah,
I'm guessing.
Oh, you could find it. It's just gonna take a little bit of digging.
Oh, we've got from the drop. Oh, I didn't even know I bought this. Do you ever do that? Do you ever you ever have a moment where you buy something, you forget you bought it?
You take some Ambien and go eBay shopping.
And, you know, it's just.
Oh, look at that. Oh, nice.
All right,
Very
so
nice.
From the most recent Esoterica drops that we've had, I did get some Germain's plum cake. So that's number one. Got some Germain's plum cake. I got a. Dude, they don't care. They're like they're after us every time. I got some Germain's Century. That's another good one. I got a tin of Germain's Medium Flake. I'm excited to try that one. And who was that? Who was it that bought that? And of course, stocking up on another tin of Balkan Sobrani. And one that I grabbed, and I don't know. I feel like I don't know why I bought this. Actually, I'm a bit confused with myself. I'm not sure if I bought this for. I don't know.
What is it?
It's a bag of tobacco. I usually buy these in bags because they're much cheaper. Because you can get an 8-ounce bag for $40, or you get a 2-ounce tin, not even a 2-ounce tin, a 100 milligram tin.
Okay.
For about, I think that's like a ounce and 3/4 or something like that, and you get that for like $15.
Okay.
So 8-ounce 40, ounce and 3/4 15.
Yeah.
And so I mean you come out ahead.
I get it.
So the last thing I got in this one, we'll have more drops on the next Letter It Friday show, is a bag of Scarborough. Utilizing finest whole leaf and traditional production techniques, we take pleasure in presenting a wide variety of premium pipe. What is this? Does anybody know anything about Scarborough? And let's see. I had to get. I probably thought it was Stonehaven and like got the wrong. Or for some reason I just had a hankering to try it. Let's see what's in this. What's in this specific blend? Tobacco reviews. All right, so in this particular tobacco, oh, thankfully our frames have dropped a good bit, or at least it went down. Watch my pipe. How are you doing, John Adams? Good to see you, sir. McFly is going to open a huge box in a few minutes. Short YABO announcement video. Shut up. Short YABO announcement video. Okay, so this is straight Virginia. A refined, long-lasting blend of golden and dark Virginias, lightly pressed, cut, and rubbed out. Soft. Okay, that's why I got it. I got it.
You got it because it was good tobacco? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it because it was there.
Okay. Because it ended up in your cart.
So these tobaccos sell out faster than Taylor Swift's tickets did when she was first getting into it. These things sell out. What would be a good example? These things sell out faster than 22 long rifle.
Okay.
These things sell out. I mean, it's within seconds. And I got a couple more that we'll show at a later date. Oh, we got a shot. Did we have another shot?
Somebody was asking.
Did we have another shot? Was somebody a scoundrel? about it. I feel like somebody was at. Correct me if I'm wrong. Miss the lovely Sue Jones is also in the house. Everybody, Vision is in the house. I hate if I miss anybody. By the way, exclamation point, ask if you have something you would like to ask for us or ask the guest. Feel free because, you know, he's here. And
I will take all of your restaurant and roofing questions since that is my expertise.
So if you have a question for him to make him come back, not to mention, we also have, oh, and I forgot to do this. And, you know, we'd like to convince him to start running the soundboard, too. So maybe this production could get, you know, worth a day.
Even worse.
Oh, God, people have been calling in. Let's see.
We didn't have the phones on.
Microphone. Let's see. I didn't have it on. Testing. See if yours works.
Hello, testing.
Oh, good. All right. Somebody call in. Because I'd like to hear if this is working right. Excuse me.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
That is the signal. In the do not disturb. And I'd like a caller. Sorry, I didn't have this on. Oh, here we go. Allow mic access. In your browser setting, allow mic access to your microphone. What is this? Allow mic access. Where is this?
Please stand by for technical difficulties.
That's how this goes. Whoever it was just hung up. Go to Help Center. Why is this not working? Epic fail. Oh, God. Jesus.
Just keep that one on.
In your browser setting, allow voice to access your... my browser settings. Mic. Look, I'm trying to get the microphone.
Everybody, please call right now. Just to stress out Martin.
No. Allow. Hold on, I'm trying to figure it out.
We've almost got it.
It's still not working. How do I allow? Can I add? Here, let's do this. All right. Did this work? Let's try it again.
Do you use Skype? Is that the program?
I mean, like, no, I'm using Google Voice, but I swapped it to the mics so that way we could all be heard. Test. No, that's not working. Test. Let's see. Test. Testing. I don't know why this thing's broken. Asked before. I don't want to do any of these things. Facebook, Hulu. I don't know what any of these things mean. Testing. Why is testing? Test. I don't know what's screwed up. This thing is all. Nope, that's working. So that's working. So is that working? I don't know if that's working. Is that a bug on me? Can we test it? I want to test it now.
So what was the
I don't know what the problem is.
What was the setup like before?
Just for my headset.
Okay.
So VB audio virtual cable. Okay. So let's see if this works. Let's try and call them back. Testing. Maybe, baby.
Or brief message.
No. All right, call me back. Call me back. Let's see if it works. For the love of God. This is like, I'm so glad nobody could see my face and they're just watching you in like anticipation of. This is Martin on the Letterette Friday show. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello, caller.
I know who this is. This is old Hollywood himself.
First time caller.
What's going on, man?
Nothing, man. How you doing?
Dude, I'm having a blast. Hanging out. I got my buddy with me. You know, we're trying something new on the stream, trying a new microphone out, you know.
Nice.
If you, what do they say? If you're standing still, you're not moving forward. That's a very prolific statement.
I don't know if that applies to this situation. But
I think that was on a poster at the office I worked out before COVID.
Like the cat just hang in there.
Shut up. What's going on, mister? How are things tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm just looking through some of my grandfather's old photos.
Excuse
For some
me.
reason, my grandfather
I'd like
had
to ask you a few
a bunch of
questions.
Arthur Miller's photos.
Really?
I don't know if you know who Arthur Miller was. He was married to Marilyn Monroe, who's a playwright.
I mean,
I was gonna say Arthur Miller. Didn't he write Death of a Salesman?
That's the guy. Yeah, so my grandfather had all these. He's got this like old folder. Like here, I got a picture of Charlie Farrell. He was an actor from like the 20s, and it says to Artie and Miss Miller with best wishes from your friend Charlie. It's just like a bunch of these old actor headshots that they had signed to him, and
That's
a
cool.
bunch of like shots of him on a set. I mean, I have no idea why my grandfather had these, but
somebody was well groomed apparently.
Right, yeah.
I mean, this is what I mean, other than going out, you know, and like having to deal with being gassed and, you know, and everything else and all kinds of, you know, other countries around the world. He also takes awesome pictures and goes to all these really cool parties. And, you know, like I like watching his videos where he's sitting there like across from Sylvester Stallone and he's like, yeah, man. Yeah. And it's like, I'm like, really?
yeah, that's funny because like you see a phone in my hand. That was Stallone's phone. He gave me his phone he wanted me to hold his phone so he could make like a little video for Ralph Lauren. You know, the designer.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're lucky he didn't want you to make the video for Calvin Klein.
Yeah.
That's the.
Oh yeah, no, totally right. Stripped down. You know, I'll tell you what. So here's something weird about what people always say about Stallone. Like, they always say that he's like 5'7". He's not. He's like maybe an inch shorter than Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger not really that big either. I mean, it's just weird. Like, people think that he's so short, and they like make up all these theories about how he wears like inserts in his shoes. And you know, I took a photo with him. I'm almost 6'1", and he's about as tall. You know, maybe a little shorter, but I don't know why people always dog him like he's so short. He's not.
Well, I mean, people are gonna hate, right? So, like, I mean, how often do celebrities have things about them that are constantly like, you know, criticisms that just don't really matter? It's a bunch of BS half the time. So, I mean, you know.
I mean, it's just a bunch of people, a bunch of nobody's talking about nothing, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Besides the fact he could punch a hole through somebody like Kano from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
I think he's like still jacked.
That's one of those things too, where you don't have a lot of bad stuff to say about the guy, so you just make up something like, oh, he's short,
Or you're like Jack Nicholson and you just don't do interviews. Period.
Yeah. Just don't give
Yeah, you never see Nicholson anyway. That's for sure.
No, but it's like, I mean,
Bill Murray's also kind of a pain. Like, I got in a foot race with Bill Murray at the Golden Globes one year because this director wanted to take a photo with him. You know, we came in, that was just such a weird night. He came in and, you know, I'm just kind of trying to I'm like, okay, I've taken some really good shots of Bill. Like, I'd like to show them to him. Like, I'm a huge fan, obviously. And, you know, he just he feels that you have a camera on you and he just avoids you. I mean,
like
he's a hermit.
He's got a sensor on him. It's like constantly.
Oh, yeah, there's videos on YouTube of him getting in foot races with photographers, like them trying to chase him down. You know what I mean? Like, it's just funny. But we were just, at this party, and I'm the party photographer, and the director. I was like, hey, let me get a photo of you and Bill. He's like, well, you'll have to talk him into it. So I'm like, Bill, come on, dude. Like, and he just looks at me, and he just takes off, and I'm like, Bill, come on. One side, I'm on the other. We're like following each other down. He's making eyes at me. I'm like, come on, you asshole.
Come on. Look, dude, it takes 1 second. It's like, God, what are you like at the doctor's office? Hold still.
Yeah, and that was an interesting thing too. Like, I met Jeff Bezos that night, and I interrupted him, and he was totally cool with it. And I was like, this is the weird thing about Bezos is that, like, people always say, like, he's really nice, and he's like, he's ruling the world with a smile. You know what I mean? It's like,
He's like the nice Lex Luthor.
The nice Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Exactly. You don't see it coming. Anyway, how you?
I mean, we are just smoking cigars, drinking tequila, drinking some rum, opening up some amazing tins. These Prince Alberts, which are huge and monstrous.
Those are beautiful.
They're gorgeous. We're trying to figure out what the dates are for these things. I'm sure people are out there that know way more about these than I do.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's really hard to date old tins.
It's got to be.
But
yeah, they probably use the same.
Somewhere from the late 20s to the 40s or 50s. Probably not 50s. Probably pre-50s.
And then
20s to 40s.
Then I did another box opening where I got some Germain blends, a bag of Scarborough for Esoterica, which I haven't had before.
Really good. You're gonna love it.
I think I picked it up because of you. I think I saw you had it, smoked it or something, or talked about it.
I got it. Well, I actually bought it for a friend, a brother that really liked it, and I came across it and was like, I'll pick that up.
I think that's why I got it.
It's not in my rotation. No, it's a good idea. I mean, you really can't go wrong on any of those blends, to be honest with you. So
no, I mean, like, Esotericas are, also a brand that gets a lot of hate sometimes, and I get it. But that's why I give out the samples. That's why I try to get people to call in and get samples and stuff like that. Because, like, try it before you bash it, before you write it off. Just try it, and then say, you know what, it's not worth the hunt. Don't hunt for it then. But if you try it and like it, maybe you do want to hunt for it. And and part of the fun is the hunt. The hunt is probably the best part about it.
Right about that.
That's the part that I like.
I mean, you nailed it. You know what it is the hunt is like when you was a kid, like the night before Disneyland.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because
yes.
The thing about one of the really interesting things I learned about being so close to celebrities for such a long time, like it's like the one thing that money cannot buy. Like you could be the richest a-hole, driving down Rodeo Boulevard in your gold dip and come in here. You know what I mean? So it's like,
right.
There was a point where it's like the art was somehow protected from the money. I don't know. It was just like that. But it's just like, man, I don't know. I'm just going in the wrong direction here. But like, coming to like, no. Like when you're coming to like a tobacco tin, like it's something that even if you've got all the money in the world, if you're not in the right spot at the right time to get that tin,
yes,
you know what I mean? It's like anybody's game. You could be Jeff Bezos, and my man Vision is going to pick up the tin because he saw the post first and he was on the hunt. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
So it's like that. That's the thing is like when a lot of I've just known a lot of wealthy people. That's like so few of them are happy because. Man, the best thing is the hunt. The best thing is the day before you're going to go to Disneyland. The excitement that you had. It's, you're getting some kind of weird, like you're getting heat stroke. Maybe.
Oh, but the anticipation is killer. Like you're so ready to go. You're so amped up. Like you can't sleep. You can't. I mean, it's just like, it's the best. It's the best and worst part. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
I think that could be said for everything, really, right? The hunt's always even in relationships.
The hunt is
the exciting part.
The hunt, women, booze, whatever it is. Tobacco tins, good tobaccos. What do you? Are you able to hear? Are you able to hear Derek clearly?
Is that who is that? Your father-in-law or something?
My father-in-law, yeah, he's 3 years younger than me, I think. He got dressed. We were got dressed up for the show.
We were buddies since childhood.
He's he was like, well, I've seen you wear wear a polo now and then. I'm like, yeah, sure do, pal. You better dress up or you're not on the show.
Wear my tuxedo next time.
He's gonna wear his tails next time.
You can't tell people's age anymore these days with the hair color and the Botox. I tell you what.
Oh man, let me tell you how much Botox I've had.
God. Speaking of Botox, I was watching Joan Rivers earlier. Because I mean,
speaking of Botox,
let me tell you, that lady, there's like she gets to. First off, she's the funniest female comic. Yes, thank you.
She is funny.
Thank you. Watch my pipe. She is the funniest female comic I've ever seen. Like when she was, I forget, she was on every late night show and everything. It's amazing just to watch her in black and white as well.
Dude, she was around forever.
And she was like, I was talking to my husband. She's like, I'm so unattractive.
Yeah.
She goes,
yeah.
I'm so unattractive. You know, I'm just gonna have sex with my husband.
Yeah, for comics, she was like the OG. Like she was way worse than Don Rickles.
Oh, I fully believe it. But I mean, to me, she is just you know, she was like, what did she say? She goes, I don't believe. Look, I don't believe feminism is dead. Look at Liberace.
She was killer on those old roasts too. Look her up on those old.
Oh God, she would roast people so hard.
Yeah, she killed on those.
But she just didn't care.
Oh yeah, I remember one time. You know, so I went to Joan's house and I was in her bathroom, right? And I'm doing my business. I'm not gonna go any further than that, but like I'm doing my business in the bathroom. It's like I'm in fucking Joan Crawford's bathroom right now. It's just. You know, your little moments like that of Hollywood are just because I did some work for her daughter Melissa.
Right. But, unless it was a Dumb and Dumber moment where you know you were the toilet was broken and like you having like.
Yeah, no, seriously, light a match, right? Yeah.
What are you doing in there? What are you doing? Oh, wait for me. Wait for me. We'll have a party.
So, you know, you saw the Columbia video. It sounds like you were kind of referencing it.
Yes, that was pretty wild. He was in Columbia.
It was intense.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
No, photojournalism?
Yeah.
Wow, that is intense.
I don't know what he does. He's just a traveler and like all over the place.
Yeah, yeah, man. You know, like,
I mean,
I was down there just on vacation because I used to read about Colombia a lot when I was a kid. I was a big fan of Gabriel Garcia Marquez, who's a famous author. Loving the Time of Cholera. You know, a lot of people have seen the movie, but you know, I just really love that country, and the history and the people are just really incredible. And I mean, it's just the whole country. Like when you go to different parts of it, it's amazing. Like in Cali, you know, like you go into like the shower of the home in Cali and Cartagena, and there's not hot water in the shower. Like there's no spigot for hot water. Because there's never a time ever in the year when you want a hot shower. You always want a cold shower. It's just such a different place. But
and the women are beautiful, by the way.
You know, yeah, it's like they walking around with two cannonballs in the back of their pants. I don't know what happened. It's just weird.
And no Botox.
I'm going to be thinking about this reference for the next 2 days.
that was perfect.
When you go to Colombia, it's just like you see it and it's like, what is this? This is strange. But yeah, so yeah, I got tear gas down there by the Colombian military when there was like a big protest. I didn't realize it was a FARC protest until after. I'm like, okay, those are the rebels, I guess. But, you know, like, it's Bogota, so the rebels haven't been to the capital. And
old Hollywood brought it down like, Viva la freedom!
No, it was just, people were just chilling, you know. I just wanted to get pictures of, there was like these guys that were just trying to provoke a riot, you know what I mean? And
oh, God, yeah.
But I gotta say, you know, growing up next to Mexico, like, I always ate really spicy foods, you know, and, like I put ghost pepper on my sandwiches, and I've had ghost pepper flake accidentally get into my eye once. And
ouch.
You know, being the fact that I've been a tobacco smoker all my life too, like I gotta be honest with you, like tear gas was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
You built up immunity.
Like here's me on tear gas right here.
You really can. You really can. If you eat spicy tacos and smoke the Briar.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, I was saying like I like spicy food, but I have as soon as I start hiccuping, the fun's over. That's it. That's it. I get uncontrollable hiccups, and all of a sudden I've hit my wall. That's it.
Yeah.
No going past.
For sure. For sure. Well, one time I was down there in Columbia, my friend was. We were all at the pool, and down there they wear the Speedos swimsuits. And
what are they?
It was like,
Speedos.
The Speedos. Oh, yes.
Because the Latin or the Greek dudes and the Europeans, they're out.
Yes, banana hammocks. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Borat where it's over the shoulder, but it's close.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So my friend was like, hey, I want to impress the ladies down here, and I was like, okay, what you got to do is you got to get a potato. And you put it in your Speedo, right? You know what I mean? And he shows up to
Been
the
there.
pool, and everybody's like, oh, gross, oh my God. And I'm like, dude, you got to put the potato in front.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Jeez. No. Oh, no. That is horrendous.
The reason I told you that was because I'm going to give you a potato in the back kind of moment right now. If you can check your phone, I sent you a picture of something I purchased today.
Oh gosh, you son of a gun! What did you get? Now I'm curious. Is it something I can share with everybody?
No, you can only see it right now.
Okay, I'm
Can't share it with anybody, but I just want you to see it.
Okay.
Because I'm very excited.
God, let's see if this is. Let's see what it is. All right. Come on, come up. All right.
While you're doing this, I'm going to load up the well.
Is that a white bag? What? That's a card. That's a card.
That's the original bag. That's the original bag. That is the first bag.
I can see, yeah, because I can see the flake in it.
It's not even a bag.
No. I mean, again, like it's just. Is that the cellophane with the card in it?
Pretty much. That's what the first one looked like.
That is
about 1.5 pounds of that.
That is unreal. And I love how how they've continued on the original. Like if you look at the top of the Scarborough bag, like they're keeping that original design, that original art, like the wording, everything. Look how freaking cool that is. I don't know where he finds these things.
This is a life-changing moment. Yeah, no,
that's legit.
Being a journalist, I was a columnist when I was younger. You kind of just have a nose for how to get a hold of people and how to make contacts and
for sure
write about stuff and put stuff together. And and another thing I'd like to say, and one of the reasons that I find so many cool things is because of Independent Sound, Tony, and Vision, and Hobinson Piper, Kevin, if you know him, and
a
lot of those guys are following you. You know what I mean? And
that's right.
My info's coming from you too. So but yeah, I mean, I've located the most rare tins of pipe tobacco in the world, like bar none. And that's been because of the community
that's right.
that we have here at YTPC. And it's very unique, from the Reddit community or the Facebook community or whatever, the Instagram community. And so I just want to say thank you to everybody because, you know what I mean? Like, because like the only reason that I stay in the YTPC and do this channel because, our channels are suppressed. We're talking about stuff that's not allowed to be talked about.
Yes.
Your show, the quality of your show. I mean, you would have 100,000 subscribers right now if you weren't talking about tobacco. I mean, both of us.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So, I think it's because you're putting so much production value into your show. I really appreciate it. So,
well, it's because the talent is lacking until I invited my friend.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
It's like watching Conan and Andy,
Yeah, thanks.
Hold on, who's Conan?
You know what? Hey, I'll take it either way. I'll take it either way.
What I gotta do is I I got to get. You probably don't even know who Craig Kilborn is, but he had a late show.
Yeah, it was the first late night.
Late show.
Yeah, late show.
See, this is why I have Derek
And he did the
on,
Daily
'cause
Daily Show before Jon Stewart.
every time I don't know something, he knows it, and then he relays all this historical information. Derek, by the way,
correctly.
Derek was his aspiration originally was to go to college, and it was history, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was going to be his like. So Derek is a nut for all of the kind of history stuff, very much in music and movies. I like, he's the one that was going to all the concerts. In fact, Hollywood Briar, he's probably like a just a version of you, but more like a roadie version down at the
like
Atlanta
a
area.
version.
It's like the non photography version,
the non-cool
of you,
version.
like, because he just would go to all these cool things. The rest of us are over here like slaving away, working and everything. No, he worked too, by the way. He worked really hard.
Let's ask him Derek, what was your best show, buddy?
Oh man, probably not musically wise, but performance wise, probably one of the best ones I saw. Marvelous 3 at the Tabernacle in Atlanta, and they just put on a hell of a show.
Marvelous 3.
It's like a local Atlanta band. Butch Walker.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, they never really got really big outside of Atlanta, but they just put on a hell of a show.
The hit that they had was called "Freak of the Week." That was their big first single. Was "Freak of the Week."
Said, they didn't have the best music, but they put a hell of a show on.
Actually, you want to know what's even funnier about this? Our buddy Dustin, his older brothers used to play in a band with Butch Walker, and it was a big old shit. It wasn't even a garage band; it was a shed band.
Yeah.
So that's how far back Butch Walker goes. But Marvelous 3 was a very, very cool kind of new flavor.
Yeah, they were like 99, 2001 kind of.
But
that era.
They had an older feel to them though.
Yeah.
Like it's a cool. If you've never listened to Marvelous 3, give them a listen, man, because it's just like, it's a cool sound. I wish they would have lasted longer, but just fun and different sounds and different like Marvelous like the first song would be, like Freak of the Week was more of like a kind of a punkish fun song, but then he would go into the next song and it would be funk, and then he would go into another song, and so the whole album was very diverse in the styles that he played.
Yeah, they were good musicians. That's not to say that they weren't good. I mean, like I said, their music was good, but just that for some reason their live show, I mean, I think I saw them in Atlanta probably 5 or 6 times in different venues, but that one in the Tabernacle in Atlanta, which is like an old church they converted into a music venue.
Purgatory and like
no, that's Masquerade.
Oh, I'm sorry, Masquerade.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, the Tabernacle is a straight up Catholic church they converted into a musical venue, and it's just the coolest place.
See what I do is since I don't I'm just personality. He's all knowledge, so I figured together we might get this show rolling pretty good.
Yeah, what's that song? I've got the brains, you've got the looks.
Yeah. We've got neither.
And by the end of the show, he's gonna be like, these boots are made for walking.
These boots are made for walking.
After all these shots, he's gonna be like, this couch is made for sleeping. Is what it's gonna be.
Like, take a little slumber.
He doesn't know, man. He doesn't know. This crowd demands sacrifice.
Excellence and shots.
Excellence and shots.
So I'm smoking Peterson's, not Peterson, but Dunhill's My Mixture 965 right now. What's everybody else smoking?
Yeah, everybody sound off what everybody's smoking. Right now I'm smoking a cigar, and Derek just got done with a cigar, and that's because we were running like mad to get everything set up and get sound checks and everything. I feel like we had we're putting on a concert. We're doing the full bore and full 9 yards on this thing, and like it ran like we spent hours doing it, and it still ran down to the wire. I was like, oh god, we got 5 minutes.
Some Solani 633 from Letting My Cameron Go.
I can't. His is so funny too. It's like he's got a whole little segment in the beginning of it. It's like, let my Cameron go, but I keep saying let my Camaro go. For some reason, I can't get Cameron.
McClellan's. Look at this guy in a Costello.
Well, of course it's in a Costello. Yeah, I mean when is it not in a Costello? It's probably a C-Rock too. Well, what is that? Probably like a Triple K or something like that. Oh, New Minster number 403. Do it, pal. So what do you got going on? What you got going on this week or weekend?
So,
what country are you saving?
What country am I saving? To this weekend, Saturday, I'm going to save Los Angeles from the perils of the comedy shutdown. There's this guy that I know who's like just a standard, work in construction type dude that he was also a comic, and he was trying to, come up and I don't know if you've been listening to Rogan, but people have been doing comedy shows in their backyard in LA, and this is one of the guys that's been doing one of them.
That's pretty cool.
And so I'll be going out to
his backyard.
him. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, like it's like a really cool scene. It's an open mic, so it's just a bunch of comics. Sometimes you'll get a bigger name that'll roll through, but it's just in some dude's backyard. There's a bunch of pallets the guy screwed together with drywall screws, and he's got a little
it's like an
stage
insurance
and a little
nightmare. This is like the revolution of Uber, except now it's comedics in their own backyards.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think that's covered under your homeowner.
Dave Chappelle's going to play in my backyard this week.
I got a letter from the homeowners association. So you take that stage down that says, "If you wear pants, we can't be friends." I mean, we should have that in our backyard over here because there is no HOA. That's why I bought this house. Because I hate HOAs.
Lucky you.
Lucky me. Hollywood's over there like, yeah, these jokes ain't flying. If this was open mic at the Apollo, we'd be doomed.
I feel you over here. Everybody's a dude over here.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're,
no joke.
Unless you're tent camping, then you do whatever the hell you want.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, it's,
everywhere.
but I mean, we love it though, man. I appreciate you jumping on here, man. I appreciate these 10s. These are rocking. These are so cool. I got to figure out what to do with the setup now and everything. Like I got the one right there, and I got to figure out where he's kind of hidden. I got to figure out where to put. Man,
you run out of space. You got to expand the studio.
The thing is you got to say, like, the reason I got you the 310s is because you want to put them together, right? You want to like have pick an area over the shelf where the 310s could be just right next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically what you're trying to do is you're going for that. And I hope you see the opening scene of Layer Cake with Daniel Craig. You see the shop shelves, but you're going for that old-fashioned shop shelf look. And once you see that, it just it clicks.
It's kind of got the
it's like every time I watch American Pickers. And I see them going to somebody that's got the man cave, and he's got like all the classic neon and the classic tin toys,
that's
and
perfect for that.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it makes me think of. I love the American Pickers guys. Even it's like every time I'm looking, I'm like, God. And then they're like, looks at a little toy plane that's tin. It's like, all right, I'll give you 150. I'm like, good. What the? No, you won't. I'll melt that down, and this will be gone in 2 seconds. What's wrong with you? But I mean, that's the thing is like everything, all value is based off of it's the beauty's in the eye of the beholder kind of thing, and like people in our community can appreciate these kind of tins. I mean, these tins are wondrous and valuable and things that preserve and are part of the art of our community, and we love this stuff. This stuff is super valuable to us, and so. That's the fun in it.
It just reminds you of a different time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It reminds you of a different time when, there's, glory days, right? Every time you look back at the old days, they always seem better than they were. But, I don't know, like with the mounting, world of plastic that we are creating here, I just feel like the old tins, man, they last longer. I got a Balkan Sobrani ceramic that, back when Balkan Sobrani first came out, you would take the ceramic back into the J something Fox, the oldest tobacco shop in England. You take it back in and you get it refilled. You know what I mean? You weren't having to throw away.
That's cool.
25 million tons.
I mean, it's one of those things. At some point you can't really remember the history of the hobby, and you can't really appreciate it if these things go away. It's like some of the old advertisement, same kind of thing. I love like subject matter. They always talk about this on that show and everything, or what is it, American Pickers, and I'm like, wow, I get the subject matter. Like when I look at the tins and things like that, like some of the stuff you were showing and everything, I was like, oh, the subject matter is awesome. Like seeing a horse and like in stride, like all these different things, Granger with the dog. Yeah, the artwork is just cool.
Well, the really interesting thing about it is that there were so many competing interests at the time. So you had a tobacco shop on every corner. So the variety is just insane. And the way that they competed was with the artwork, you know what I mean? And obviously with their blending technique, obviously they wanted to taste good, but you know, so you just have like this just incredible variety. And then, you know, the more rare houses, those tins can be just insanely valuable.
That's right.
The tin advertising signs, like if you have a sign that says, hey, smoke Prince Albert, that's a tin sign that's like, you know, a couple feet wide. Those things sell for like $900.
God.
It's crazy.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's really crazy. So here's the thing that I want to tell all of you, because right now I'm introducing two markets that have never really met before. The vintage tin community and the pipe tobacco community, because there's all these really cool sealed tins that are out there that you just will never be able to find again. You know, and like, so I was talking to GLPs last night, and or GLPs, Greg P's last night, and we were talking about like, you know, the different blenders, because I'm on my way. I'm going to take a road trip up and go see Joe Langford. I got that in the works right now. The blender of plum pudding, and
nice.
He blends his own plum pudding with McClellan's Virginias.
Oh no! Does he like his personal? His own personal one?
Personal Joe Langford with McClellan's.
I tell everybody.
Plum pudding was made with McClellan's.
I tell everybody, like people are like, all right, what do you expect out of plum pudding? What is it about plum pudding? The thing about plum pudding, because I believe when it comes to things like whether it's a drink, whether it's food, everybody has certain things they're drawn to. Some people are drawn to flavors. Some people are drawn to textures. You know, when we look at a fine wine, we're looking at the viscosity. You want to look at the legs. Is it velvety? Is it dry? Is it sharp? Is it peppery? Does it have a lot of, so like it's all of those things. In tobaccos, I have a lot of those things, and I think that's the value of everybody trying one, because somebody's going to pick up something different than somebody else. You can give the same tobacco to 5 different people. They're all going to pick up something different, and there's value in what each person is getting from that. And for me, what I get from plum pudding is truly the creaminess of a pudding. Like if you can think of like the creamy dairy-ish kind of feel you get with plum pudding.
Really selling it here. I want to try some of this.
Oh, it's so good. We're going to do it on the next show. Because I still got some whole tin of it.
Did I ever tell you? Oh, I think I told you last time, but that, I had a friend that worked at YouTube and that I showed her my videos one time. And she was like, oh, God, this makes me want to smoke tobacco.
Is this like code for something?
I showed her that video.
Was this code for something? Hey, I showed her my YouTube. Like, is this like Netflix and chill, or is this like a new thing?
YouTube and smoke.
Okay, YouTube and smoke.
I never showed anybody in Hollywood like what I was doing, with this channel. That's why
yeah.
I kind of wanted to remain a little bit as anonymous as I can, because So like, but yeah, the people that I've showed have had an overwhelmingly positive reaction. There's a couple of actresses I've showed this show to have actually recommended that I submit it to like film festivals. Just the little various clips that I do. Maybe not the tobacco parts, obviously.
Sure.
But I think it has legs. And like I was saying earlier, the reason I'm doing the show, and especially in this tobacco community, is that and I would almost like less subscribers. So if anybody wants to unsubscribe to Old Hollywood Briar, go ahead. I like it how it's like a little community. We talk to each other. We're hooking each other up with blends. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to get like 1 million followers. I would really just like to have that little community, because that's what's really been able to allow me to grow in this hobby. So I want to say thank you to you all, including you, Martin, doing this really great show. That's really cool.
Man, thank you. I appreciate you. You're a big inspiration to me. I love watching, like all your photography and videography and stuff. It's just always so cool. I pick up a lot of, what do they say? Like, what is it? Like ripping somebody off is like the best flattery or whatever.
Imitation is the best
imitation
form of flattery.
Yeah, is the best. And it's like, and that's kind of, you know, that's why, like, you know, I went and grabbed the new mic and stuff like that, because this is $100 mic that he's on, and so everybody can hear. Everybody's listening to me on a $1,500+ mic, and he's on a $100 mic, and so everybody's got a chance to say, hey, you know, at some point, if I want to up my value in terms of production, I don't have to spend a ridiculous amount of money, and somebody's over here testing it for me and giving you a real life example side by side, you know, a Neumann M107 versus, you know, a Rode pod mic, you know, in terms of price and in terms of construction, everything. Obviously one is a, you know, dynamic versus condenser and everything, but for those out there that are producing and want to step up their game a little bit, this is an option. This is something that they get to see and hear real time and do it. Not only that, but I've been getting on Reddit a bunch and trying to bring them over. I'm trying to bring Reddit people over here to watch us, because I think
they don't really like us over there. I don't know if you know that.
I mean, hey, I got 100 upvotes. I was trending today on the tobacco pipe Reddit just because of the background. You know?
I like your stuff.
I'm glad somebody does.
That sweet baby face. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know. But
remember that movie from Stand By Me?
Yeah.
The fat kid?
Boy, you got a pretty mouth.
Is the Wild West.
It is. But you know what? Like, there's some on Facebook, there's some on YouTube, and to me, like, you know, there's strength in numbers and cross collaborating. I feel like if we only stick to ourselves, well, then we're going to be by ourselves. And if we can grab some others and cross platform people a little bit, you know, and make because the people over on Reddit, there's a bunch of strong pipe smokers. There's a bunch of strong people that are dealing in that stuff. Very much so. And same on the Facebook group and you know, some of the others. And so I'm like, God, if we can, you know, again, we don't have to get huge. Like, even with all these people together, I feel like that's a big deal. So if the people on YouTube start getting involved in the Reddit some, and vice versa.
No, you're right. You're right. You stitch that together, that'd be great. And you know, you can get huge. I'll just be the guy behind the guy. How's that sound?
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
Don't inflate his ego any worse.
There is no ego. This is all humble pie over here, pal. This is all humble pie.
Humble podcast.
But I mean, you're putting the production value in, and I mean, I'm looking at your live stream 41. I think you were at 58 earlier. Once I started talking, people are like, "Snooze, get me out." Yeah, right. But like, you know, you're building the traffic, so this is just going to be a snowball for you. But one thing that I did want to say, you know, I want to continue. I was saying, like, because I'm going up to talk to Joe, you know, and I was talking to Greg, and Greg was saying that, you know, basically, that, you know, Greg, when he first started blending, that he was able to talk to the people that worked at Rat Race, and he, you know, they gave him a lot of their techniques that, you know, that he just basically did a learning process that a lot of other players didn't do. I think if you notice in the tees versus reeds blends, you see a big difference. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Here you got, and Jeremy's making Greg's blends. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, Greg says, like, yeah, you know, they don't, I don't have to call him Greg or Peas or Mr. Peas or whatever, but that they're good at not cross-pollinating those two areas. But it's just really interesting to see the same blending house putting out, you know, the two different techniques of blending tobacco. And that a lot of the stuff that Greg learned lost to everybody else. So, I mean, I'm going to meet up with Peas too and, you know, tell him, like, hey, man, time to put some of these techniques down because, you know, we're coming up fast on Prohibition. You know,
for sure.
You're going to be
100%.
a rum runner there with Derek and the boy.
Little man's going to be our little mule that, you know, he jumps under the fence. And
he's the only one of us that'll fit.
But I mean, it's true. Like, again, and I this goes back to why I'm trying to get the Reddit people, Facebook, Instagram, whoever. I'm not good at social media. I haven't been on social media in so long. YouTube is, I know, social media, but I haven't really done it. And so, like, you know, trying to collaborate with each one of these sectors, I think is something that's very unique to social media. I feel like everybody gets in their pods, they get comfortable, and then they stay there.
It's like a walled community, right? You have the Reddit side, you have the Facebook side, but they're all doing the same thing, right? You just want to kind of
Correct. I just want them. I want them to say, "Hey, by the way, hey, look, we're over here doing stuff." And the people over here, hey, go over there. Hey, I want to check out what you're doing as well, because there's so much value we're missing out on. There's so much value that we're not really getting, because we are all we're codgering a little bit, being stuck in our ways, and enjoying it, and
absolutely.
And that's part of our hobby, in essence too. This is something we enjoy. But I think with that collaboration, with trying to get them to come over here, I'm going to try and give some incentives, probably do some giveaways and stuff for Reddit participation, things like that, because I want to see some people at Reddit. We've already got some people in the house that are from Reddit that have jumped over tonight and everything, which was awesome. Thank you all guys for everybody doing that. And they're having fun. We're having a blast. We're doing our thing. And the thing is that if we can collaborate more, I think we make the overall community stronger, because we have a little town that's in segments. We have a little town. We got it's like Ireland. We got the Protestants over here. We got the Catholic. Everybody.
I was thinking like the north side of the tracks and the south side of the tracks.
South side of the tracks. I mean, but it's really like that. It's one town, and we're all in the town, but we don't socialize with each other. And I feel,
with the vintage tin thing though too, it's like,
yes,
you really, you get a chance to go back and look at what was there. And if you listen to Pease, like, he'll tell you, like, it was a really different world back then. The techniques that those houses were using, just like esoterica. The reason that esoterica tobacco, and it's not even just esoterica. The reason Germain's tobaccos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Smokers Haven had a brief stint of being available until I started talking about it. By the way, that's why a lot of the pipe show guys don't like us, because talking about a blend and bam, it's gone. You can't get it anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
Did they make these blends on like limited runs?
So it's like a small batch. I would equate it.
There's like 4 people there.
Correct. It's
okay.
It's on an island.
It's like a super craft beer.
Have you ever been to an island? Have you ever tried to get something done on an island?
Yeah. Impossible, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like.
But again, the quality of what they put out, and again, I tell everybody every single time, I'm like, don't expect Stonehaven to be like Haunted Bookshop. Don't expect Penzance to be like Pirate Cake. Don't, like, when you see some of these blends that are done in certain ways for specific reasons, that's the way they're done. And the fact that these are old blends, you got, Smokers Haven and everything else, all this history, the fact that these blends come out from Germain's, I'm so appreciative of, because the best way I can describe them is refined. Like, there are wines out there that are extremely expensive, and you'll drink and be like, God, I don't taste anything special. But you'll drink a glass and you'll be like, God, this is so smooth. Okay, that's refinement. God, I can taste, sense of leather. I can taste a little oak. I can taste a little bit of black cherry. I can taste, there's certain essences that I can tease out. And to me, a blend that you can tease out things is a refined blend. A blend that just says, boom, here's Latakia, here's Latakia, here's Burley. That's just, you're just resting on that one essence. If it tastes like cherry, it just tases like cherry. It's Boone's Farm at that point.
The thing is that you're going to tease like I call it the perfume of the leaf, even out of a lot of Jeremy's blends. And Jeremy is the kind of guy that
Dingus, you have a good night, man. Sorry, saying good night to Dingus. Dingus, you have a good night. Love you, man. Go ahead, Mike, or go ahead. Oh my, Briar.
That's okay. So like Jeremy, like, he's always talking about stoving in the tin. Like, he's doing, like, trying to get stuff produced. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So, like, and he's also one of these guys that, there's a real, like, organic movement, right? lately, where it's just like you want to be going back to nature. The whole bushcraft thing got really huge. So, I think Jeremy's philosophy of blending is I love red Virginias, and, I'm going to get really good quality red Virginias, high quality leaf, and I'm going to put them in there, and people are going to like them. And,
right.
And they're popular. You know what I mean?
Right.
The blends that he does are really popular. But the thing is that, when you go to Esoterica, when you go to Germain's, they're processing that leaf. They're doing stuff to it. You know what I mean? So it's like,
correct.
It's really basically, Jeremy's blends are going to have a lot more flavor than the Esoterica leaf if you've smoked it by itself, because they've gone in there and they've, I don't know what they've done. And I don't want to make them angry by trying to figure out what they've done, because that makes them very angry. They're old timers, you know what I mean? They're old school.
Well, they're very old school. And I think that's like the tins. Okay. That old way of doing it is, again, I always understand with the premise that, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But just because it's always been that way doesn't mean it's right. I understand both premises, and I think both can be right and both can be wrong.
Yeah, 100%.
And there is something artistic and otherworldly when you do something in an old-fashioned way. There's a reason why there are certain furniture makers that do an old style where they're out there with that freaking knife thing with two handles and they're cutting the wood down. There's a reason the Amish still make furniture and people still buy it. There's a traditional way of doing certain things that people find appealing. That doesn't mean everybody does, but there is value in that. And I can find value in a tobacco maker, in a manufacturer, in a blender that can take tobaccos, put them in a specific recipe, a certain ratio of components, and put something out that's very refined. It's not going to be overwhelming. It's not going to blow you away. But by God, you're not going to complain about it in the sense that it sucks. You're going to be like, "Man, you know what? This doesn't blow me away." But then you're going to be like, "God, but I taste this. But I taste that." Mm-hmm. But there's and again, I go back to the word tease. If you can taste anything or experience anything where you can tease out other sensations, other flavors, other sounds, whether it's music, whether it's tobaccos, whether it's wines, I don't care what it is, when there are underlying essence of things that are just that pull at certain strings for you, that is a true artist. That is a master artist at work, in my opinion.
Remember Ratatouille?
Ratatouille, yes, which is a poor person's food.
Sense of smell, yeah. So
yeah,
and there's something in, I think, pipe tobaccos for me, because I started smoking a pipe in the 90s, but I was smoking pouch blends. I wasn't doing anything.
Yes.
Crazy with all the really good stuff. I didn't come to that until I started coming to find a YouTube, and oh man, look at all these different amazing blends that I could get back into, and I could quit smoking cigarettes, which is I think why the pipe community is growing so large. But there is something to those flavors that it triggers some of those sense memories that I don't know. There's just something about smoking the Esoterica blends that.
Well, and that's getting on the Reddit. I will tell you this. One of the things that I got such inspiration from Reddit and Twitter. I've been hitting people up on Twitter as well, but one of the things that I'm not gonna lie, it pulled at the heartstrings. Grandpa Steve died a few weeks ago. Bless his soul. He's the guy that gave me the audio equipment that I have. I couldn't afford this on my own. I understand now. I mean, he was in radio forever. His stories are great. I've got a bunch of clips from a live stream we did that I'm going to put out there that he just talks about certain things, especially his time in Fargo, North Dakota, where they got snowed in and him and another DJ were rotating out the whole time because they were snowed in. He was like, it's the worst. Wow. He's like, this is the worst damn experience of my life. I'm getting the hell out of here. Send me to Hawaii. It was so bad. But he he got to see everybody. He met the Stones, he met James Brown. He got to see these people. And it was a huge heartbreak for me. Little man, it was a huge heartbreak for him. We still pray every night for him. It's a big thing for him. He misses him hard. But he was a huge personality. Great. He had that refined voice, that just pulls you in, that you can't help but want to listen to. It was refined. He had been on radio for so much that his voice belonged there. And to me, when I went to Reddit and on Twitter and stuff like that, how many comments I saw about, I remember my dad smoking a pipe. I remember my grandpa smoking a pipe. I remember the essence, and people don't realize that sensations are a big deal. Sight, touch, smell, taste, all of these sensations matter. But how many times do we celebrate at restaurants, like major events? God, I want to go taste that again. That reminds me of when we did so-and-so's graduation, somebody's wedding. So smell too. The amount of people reminiscing about their late father or grandfather, and the smell of the tobacco. The smell, not necessarily even a smell they like. A smell that would be acrid and terrible to them otherwise. They were like, it brings a tear to my eye and makes me think of my dad. That's amazing. Yeah. That's what the pipe community is.
Absolutely. And I've heard that so many times. In fact, I had a lot of tins that I had celebrities sign for me, just, because I thought it would be cool.
Yeah, that is a cool idea.
And shout out to WKRP Cincinnati Piper in the audience.
Cincinnati!
Because Lonnie Anderson, the blonde from that show, I had her sign a Tina Cornell deal for me. I can't remember which one it was.
Oh my God, really?
And, yeah. So it was.
It's a turkey drop, baby.
Party. You might remember Barbara Eden. I had her sign a tin for me too. I Dream of Jeannie.
Yo, she was banging. I'm gonna tell you that right now, and I'm not ashamed of it. I love you, my wife, but.
She's so funny. I got a video of Lonnie Anderson getting up and talking, because they hang out. Her and Lonnie are like best friends, and she was like, last Halloween, Barbara comes over to my house and she's wearing the genie costume. So funny. They went around trick or treating, and she's like, by the way, this is really Genie.
This is really Genie. Hello.
Yeah.
Boing.
Yeah. If you could pull up your phone one more time.
Yeah.
Do you see? I sent you a guy in a bow tie.
Whoa! Who was that in the bow tie?
That was my grandpa Steve, who just passed away.
Grandpa Steve.
Very dapper.
Oh, Popeye.
Yeah.
Oh man, smooth sailing.
So these are his photos that were. I don't know why, but a lot of them are signed to Arthur Miller. So that one was Tom Hatton, but there's just a bunch of different old time, these actors that you wouldn't even know anymore.
Good looking guy though.
He died.
Look at him.
Yeah, he was a real dapper guy. He was in the Korean War. He was. I asked him. I was like, "Were you in the shit, Grandpa?" And he was like, "No, I was in Alaska and supply."
The weather's great. The weather's awesome. Sorry.
He was the kind of guy that he had just a million pairs of just beautifully polished shoes, and you could tell he was in supply because he just he had everything in like a little shoe bag and everything. He was a really good fellow. He was my not my paternal grandfather, because I got three. Because my grandmother moved from Utah.
Hey, who's counting?
Yeah, no, seriously. But he was a good guy. He was a lot of fun to have around. Because during the pandemic, I actually lived with him and my parents up there in Utah. That's where I was in that chalet doing all those videos up there. Because they were living in a town of like 600 people. So when the pandemic broke, I was like, okay, bye Hollywood. Have fun. And I went up to Utah and went fishing for a year.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. It was really great talking to you, and I love you all. And shout out again to the YTPC community for being so great, and I appreciate you. and I hope to see you guys out there on the interwebs.
100%, man. Love you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I am super humbled by your gift. Man, you're just awesome, pal. I mean, I don't really.
You're awesome.
Thanks, man. I need a little help once in a while. Hey, man, don't be a stranger. Please don't be a stranger. We love you. We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being
All
around
right, well,
here.
I'll see you guys in the chat. Take it easy. Everybody have a good night.
Nice to
You
meet
got
you,
it, man. See ya.
God bless you guys.
Old Hollywood Briar is legit. I'm just going to tell you that now. Like you'll have to subscribe to his channel.
Okay.
If you haven't subscribed to Old Hollywood Briar, you got to do that. If you haven't checked out his channel, like, it's just cool seeing him with all the celebrities and all the things he does. And he has a very cool artistic way. Like, he'll talk about like Balkan Sobrani. Okay, he'll talk about this blend. You can probably smell it through the tin. He'll talk about Balkan Sobrani. It's a little bit of like, like smokiness, a little bit of like licorice maybe to it. Like, he'll talk about this blend, and he'll start zooming in, and the way his voice is, it's so great. It's so awesome. It's so much fun.
I have to gotta check it out for sure.
It's the coolest thing. It's fun. It's all over the place. You know, it's one of my favorite things to do. And Derek, I appreciate you coming on the show. It's been a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, man. I've had a blast.
It's been crazy. But you know
crazy.
what? It's like everything else. I'm going to give everybody a last look at you before next week. Because we're going to sign off tonight, everybody. Thank you for hanging in there. Appreciate all of you. We're going to have Derek back next week. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you comment after the stream. Let us know what you thought of the mic. Let us know what you thought of Derek. And we appreciate everybody.
Don't be too honest.
Don't be too honest, he says. Don't be too honest. All right, everybody. We will catch you next Friday. Love all of you. Y'all be good out there. We'll see you later.